All right, here's what we're working with. Bought a bag of Woody's Twist Attack ice screws. This is a bag of 100. We're gonna try to do kind of do it like a little bit of a cheaper way, because a bag of 100 shipped to my door was $100. Now I priced out, if I wanted to actually put studs, this is a 121-inch track. If I wanted to put studs in this track, just a set of 96 up to center, you're looking at probably, I think I priced it out, it was close to $300 with the studs, backers, everything. And you buy another bag, 2 bags of these to put 300, just, you know, stud it up pretty good, you're looking at $300. So I figure, well, it's $100, we'll try it, see what we got going on here. What we got, this is an 03 Ski-Doo Rev 600 James Bond edition. If you've never heard of that, I'm gonna be doing a video explaining why this is limited edition, but anyway, it don't really matter in this video. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be installing. I'm gonna show you guys a weight for anybody out there that has you know, wants to use it as like a race application or any kind of racing, drag racing, snowcross, whatever. I'll show you how much this weighs. We got a cool little scale right here. So got the scale zeroed out. You know, it's got the little tool sitting in the bag, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna show you. We got 13 ounces. So every 100 is roughly 13 ounces. So that'll kind of tell you if you're interested, worried about rotating mass or anything like that. But I don't really care about any of that. All I care about is more traction for my wife on the ice, give her a little bit more stability. You know, this sled's got plenty of power. She doesn't ride it super hard. She keeps up with me, but I don't think I have to worry about any kind of pull-outs or anything like that. She's not super aggressive with this. So, like I said, we got ourselves a 121-inch ripsaw 1.25 inch track, which these are 32mm made for 1.25 inch. All right, so it begins. So what I'm gonna do, just got a little Tupperware dish, open this up, and just dump them in a little tray, just like that. There's one more in there. This tells you instructions, warranty. And like I said, it gives you all the different, this is the Attack, different lengths, 18, 3.1, which is what we have, 3.1mm. They have shorter ones, so for different length tracks, stuff like that. So, well, yeah. And it tells you how to install them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, mark a pattern. So, get the tool out of here. There it is. This is, dump them out. So here's what we got. Got me an 1.16 inch drill bit. Got the tool that comes with it right here. We got ourselves a track. Now, you're supposed to figure out the pattern. And this is a 121-inch track. I counted the lugs. There's 48. I'm going to call them paddles, but there's 48 paddles on a 121-inch track. So if you do the math, there's 100 here. So basically, if you put 2 in each you know, paddle, I guess, you're going to be at, you know, 96 studs. So basically, we got a bunch of studs ripped off here, or a bunch of lugs ripped off in various spots. You know, this track's been on the sled for a while. So basically, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 here, and we'll put 1 and 1 here. That's all I'm gonna do. And we'll see if that helps or not. Maybe I'll go here and here. So yeah, I'm gonna put 2 here, probably 2 here, and then 2, I think, right here. And then if I have a lug busted off somewhere as I'm coming through, then I'll just move one way or the other, because these look pretty thin. I don't think you can be able to, I don't know, we'll just go and see what happens. I already pre-drilled these 2, so basically you put 2 in each paddle, you're gonna be pretty dang good. try to get it right in the center. So let's see what we get here. Try a couple and then I'll just drill the whole thing and then we'll just start sending them from there. Alright, let's see what happens. Wow. That's pretty nice. Them things really grab the rubber. You can really feel it. I don't think these are going to be pulling out at all. One bit. Dang. I kind of like that. So we'll put these other two in up here. I'll go from there. It does stiffen the lug up pretty good, but that's all right. All right, so we are just going to drill the rest of these. Like I said, 2 holes in each spot. So the key is figuring out your pattern and how many you got. Like, now if you got a longer track, 136, 144, you're obviously gonna have to buy more than 100 because you ain't gonna get very many on each paddle. You know, a bag of 100 works pretty good for 121 because you get at least 2 in each spot. So it's probably what I'll do this next batch. Is there's 2 in the center here, 1 out here, so I'll probably go so you can get pretty much 4. You basically get 4 or 5 lines, grab lines. So all right, we're gonna drill the rest right now. We're gonna drill 2 holes in each slot. Guys, we got them all installed. Just want to show you a couple things I ran into as I was putting these in. I wanted to put 2 in each center lug, but as you can see, this particular lug right here is cracked. You don't want them, you don't want any chance of them coming out. So I didn't put them in here. So I put, anytime I ran into this issue, there's a couple spots, I just moved them to the outside. This one's pretty stout, but as you can see over here, this whole lug's ripped off. So I mean, if you're putting a brand new track on your sled, probably be a perfect time to throw a set, you know, 100 or so of these in here, and be a lot better off than where I am right now. Which, there's nothing really wrong with this track, just got some lugs ripped off. It's probably 10 years old, this track is. But I bought this sled from a buddy of mine and he put the track on. So I've had this sled for probably 7 years at least. But I mean, they went right in nice and tight. I mean, you can see a couple of them sucked right in real good. I don't think these are going to be coming out. All the ones that I got in, like, see, I got 2 in here and them felt pretty solid. But yeah, the only other thing I would suggest, like, I'm going to adjust the track on this because there's a little bit of needs to be a little tighter. You don't want it flapping now that we got these ice screws in there. You definitely don't want it going up and hitting that heat exchanger up there. It's just got protectors, but still, I don't feel like changing the heat exchanger. You got plenty of room. This front heat exchanger also, as you can see, look up in there, I mean, there's plenty of room up in there, so you don't have to worry about that. I just want to make sure the track's tight. I think it's going to work out really nice. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and you know, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.